So, hey, my name is Zishan. Follow me on Twitter at Z-Sean. Who is next?
I'm John. Follow me on Twitter at JT.Brick.
I'm Saad. Follow me at Saad is Happy on Twitter.
I'm Jesus. Follow me on Twitter at Edge Cafe or on Instagram at Matt Villany with two Y's at the end.
Am I up next?
Yes.
All right.
What?
At Soviet Kodiak on Instagram, Twitter, and my name's Emmett. So it's lit. Let's go.
Wait, we should introduce. This is episode 3 of Gamers and Wings podcast. 4.
It is episode
4.
Thanks
Like
for
I said,
interrupting me, Sod.
My bad, but no one said that, so it is episode 4 though.
All right. I'm Elias. Don't follow me at all.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So this week we definitely have a couple of things on the agenda. First off, the one I want to tackle right off the bat is the Aziz Ansari ongoing.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
That's a hell of a situation.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Stuff.
So, okay, does anyone want to give the breakdown of what happened?
I know it well.
I think I have a general idea. So basically, what had happened is that he went on a date with this girl. Essentially, I'm summarizing here. You guys should definitely read the article to get like a better idea. But I think basically what had happened is that he brought her back to his apartment, and then like just immediately like they kind of just went into like doing it. But the way that she described it in the article, it was like I don't want to say it's I guess it was just really aggressive. You know, he just like he's telling her like, yo, where do you want to screw? And like she like would pause, and then like they'd go back to chilling, and then he'd try to like take her pants off again, and like just like it just seemed like he kept on going to the point past where she was comfortable, and apparently he didn't realize that I guess she went home like crying or something like that, and she texted him, and I guess he just like didn't realize. It's definitely weird. It wasn't like an outright like sexual assault type of situation, but it was definitely past the point of like comfortableness, you know. So
Has he made a statement?
Yeah, he just released
Oh
one.
my god, that statement was the most
I haven't seen it.
watered down garbage. He's like, yeah,
Someone read it out.
Yeah, because I haven't heard it.
yeah, give me a sec.
Well, it basically went that like, according to him at the time, everything was consensual, and like she was good with it. And then at like over like that night, like afterwards, and then like into the next day, she was like, I don't know if that was okay. Like, hold up, what the hell? And he was like, at that point I was like, shit, I'm sorry, whatever.
Yeah, I will
That's
say
what he
I feel like a big portion of it is, and I invite anyone to read her retelling of the story, is how aggressive and nonstop he was, and non-aggressive in the sense like rough, like consensual sex, like nonstop attempt, irregardless of like body language and her being like Kai what was going. And obviously, in any situation, it's kind of a he said, she said, but based off like stories being told, and this honestly, like, this is one specific retelling, but there have been like multiple, like more like vague and smaller reports of Aziz Ansari doing the same thing.
Yeah,
So
I remember that Joe Budden was saying that he was next, I guess, to be called out on it.
Yeah,
Joe Budden.
And here's
What's he trying
his
to prove by saying that though?
and here's his apology. Pretty brief, but I love how it ends. September of last year, met a woman at a party, changed numbers, we texted back and forth, and eventually went on a date. We went out to dinner, and afterwards we ended up engaging in sexual activity, which by all indications was completely consensual. The next day I got a text from her saying that although it may have seemed okay, upon further reflection she felt it was true that everything did seem okay to me. It's her that it was not her. I was surprised and concerned. Took her words to heart and responded privately after taking the time to process what she had said. We continue to support the movement that is happening in our culture. It is necessary and long overdue. That is like...
So he's still hiding behind that. I'm a feminist. I'm supporting the movement.
Oh, I mean, yeah, and I feel like people are mad about like I continue to support the movement that's happening in our culture. It's necessary and long overdue. Like, how are you speaking out? And like, oh yeah, women should speak out. Just ignore me though. Don't worry about me. But I feel like an important thing that he said is that upon further reflection, she felt uncomfortable. He's saying that it was definitely okay in the moment, but then she looked back on it, then she felt bad. And that's a big argument that a lot of rape apologists use. I'm not saying this was rape in any case. A lot of rape apologists say, well, what happens when a woman has sex and then after the fact she regrets it and then she's going to claim you raped her? That doesn't really happen like that. It's more of the fact that you actually sexually assaulted or like raped someone, and then they're like only just now able to like speak on it.
Yeah, it kind of just it doesn't really if you kind of read that statement, it doesn't really imply like any sort of fault on his part. You know, it's like I feel like he should have really addressed that more. And I don't know his sincerity because obviously I don't know the situation, but like it's just to me as like I feel like he was one of the comedians that I actually really fucked with on a deep level just because, I feel like I related to a lot of the stuff that he said, not even just because he was brown, but just because, he had that like same kind of millennial mindset that I think a lot of us like can definitely relate to. And I really enjoyed Master of None too. So like just to like see that like his actions don't really reflect his words at all. It's just kind of that disconnect is like that's the weirdest thing about it to me, And I don't really know if that apology really did anything for me.
Agreed.
Yeah, isn't there like something similar that he talks about in Master of None?
Yeah, like literally like I don't want to really spoil it, but there's towards the end of the second season, there's kind of like a big plot line that happens that's like ironically very similar. So
yeah, like this guy that's very well loved has this thing come out. Like how would you respond? How would you
Right.
And a lot of it was like what do I believe, and also how do I act upon it in a manner that doesn't hurt me professionally. And I feel like that was such a good. I mean, it's unfortunate that like the irony that it's his life too and his real life, but like how his character was acting on screen, it's like I could totally see that. And how do you feel those like kind of charges off the bat when the person you're associated with could be like either best friend in the industry or like your meal? I'm not saying like, oh yeah, well slide on the air of caution and side with your friend. People are making these accusations 99 times out of 100. It's because there's actual like truth behind it.
Right. And the really, I don't want to say interesting, I guess the nuanced thing about this is that because it's not like outright like I don't want to phrase it like that, but it's not like it wasn't like Harvey Weinstein level bad, So it's like I don't think that. Well, what seemed really interesting to me is that he seemed like he didn't really know what he was doing like sex wise at all. Like I think she compared him to like an 18-year-old not knowing what he was doing in bed at all, which is
very awkward.
Right. Which like
he does come awkward, and it's possible.
Yeah. Like, no, I mean I get it, but like you're a 34-year-old man. Like how do you like not
34? Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. He's like not. He's not young at all. He should know what he's doing in bed. You shouldn't be like.
I will say that's like a thing comment. It's like at what point is someone like a sexual like their sexual prowess is like expected to be out? Like I'm not saying like in defense of us, sorry, by any, but I feel like that's just like a weird him being nonstop like full frontal assault and nonstop attempts to get at her is one thing. But like being bad at sex, I feel like it's just a weird spin to the article. Almost isn't relevant. It's like there's a cat person article by the New Yorker, and it was just obviously dating like a complete loser and how bad that experience is. But I feel like these comments on like, oh, their body type and oh, their like sexual prowess and oh,
it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah,
why does it matter that he doesn't know what he's doing? That's just like an insult.
No, I mean, I just think about it I just think about it in the sense that like, it seems that he like didn't know what he was doing to the point that he made her uncomfortable. It's like, do you get what I'm saying? Basically, his lack of like experience or whatever you want to call it. Like, I think that's like part of what almost made her feel uncomfortable, when like
I could see that, and that's totally like plausible. and at the same time though, if if what I was so like in this case, right? If what Aziz was doing was like turning off and it made her not want to have sex anymore, it's not on him to like continue to try to have sex. Like if I'm on a date, I'm stuffing my face with wings, and I'm like so disgusting, she's turned off. That's it. Like it's a loss. It's like it's a wash.
Right. No,
you can definitely pick up on these things. Like you can definitely pick up that you're like the person you're with is being uncomfortable,
right?
And that she's giving you cues that hey, and then they feel pressured, and that's the thing. Like, well, they're saying she didn't say no, or he said no and he stopped, and then he kept going, and I think she performed oral sex on him.
Yeah,
that's like essentially, and people are all saying, oh well, she clearly wanted it, and it's like, well.
No, like how many people like there's a ton of women who do that as like a way out, and it's like okay, I give head now and then not get like beaten or killed for denying a man. Like.
Right, and it just makes him like all the more creepier. You know, the fact that he just like he just didn't know when to stop. You know, it's like you should. I feel like as a 34-year-old man, you should know by now, like not like what is cool and like what isn't cool, you know, like it's one thing to blame it on inexperience, but I feel like at that point, especially considering how famous he is, I'm sure he gets laid, you know. So
he wrote a book, right?
He wrote a book about it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, he wrote books more about like dating, definitely not about sex.
Right, but come on.
I mean, yeah, you guys are right. That's also like it sucks because that's such a good book too.
Yeah, I know. And that's the real shitty part about this is that he's very much like I'd consider him like one of now obviously not, but like before this I considered him one of the more openly like feminist kind of comedians, and he was like, and he seemed very like woke, you know. So it's just like again that whole disconnect between reality and what he wrote is just wild, you know. And I was also making a kind of related point, which was it's very disappointing that as a brown dude that we don't really have that much. I think I talked about this before, but we don't really have like that much role models, and so like boom, there goes one. So it's like. Oh, we don't really we didn't have it that much to begin with, and now I tweeted this earlier today that like it's not the end of the world, you know. That there's other non-problematic brown actors, and there's gonna be more now just because like the trend has already started. But that was a major loss because he was like one of the probably like top 3 most famous ones, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I don't know if do we have anything else to add about this topic?
I mean, not really.
No.
I
would just like to say that I never liked Master of None, so.
Okay, well, all right. On that note,
Same.
I think Aziz Ansari is officially
Same.
There we go.
Buried and gone. All right. What was next on the topic list?
Next topic.
Yep.
We included Jesus' love romance.
Elias requested that, you know, but I'll back him up because I also love romantic comedies or just romance novels.
All right,
I just got done watching a romance movie earlier today with my girlfriend, Tropic Thunder. It was
that movie is fucking hilarious.
Really good.
Yeah, I love
I don't think that movie could have came out in 2017.
Oh, dude, with Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface for the movie. It was so funny.
Ben Stiller's depiction of a man with mental disability.
Oh yeah,
that too.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
But like that was the genius part about that movie, though, is that like it was showing how ridiculous blackface was. But even still, it definitely wouldn't fly nowadays. Like I'm surprised that they let it fly in 2007 or whenever it came out, but it definitely wouldn't have come out today.
It was 10 years ago, and it was such a different time.
Yeah, it was like a different time, and it was making fun of like Hollywood movies, like mainstream Hollywood movies, like Forrest Gump and like old blackface movies. But that's
discontextual. It's like we're woke enough now that it's like, whoa, man. But at the same time, people are like the last 10 years. I mean, like this humorous bunch. Like I honestly thought for a second there, I would never like live in a point in my life, and I would see like 9/11 jokes, and holy shit, those are. And I'm like, on the anniversary, y'all are wild.
Dude, 9/11 jokes are like the funniest things ever, though. Can we be real?
Nope. No, I can't.
I mean, I don't know.
No, they're not funny. I'm joking.
I can't.
They're not funny. They're very niche, almost.
What kind of jokes?
I think edgy. 11 or younger.
Edgy.
You enjoy a 9/11 joke.
I guess, man. I don't know. I guess because like I don't know because growing up I had to deal with all those like terrorist jokes and shit.
Oh my god.
So it's like I don't know. So I guess like I know it's the nature of the internet to make literally everything into like a joke, but it's like I don't know if I'm like ready to be at that level yet. You know, I get why people do it. It's just like I don't know, man. I still can't like. It's still weird, but obviously it's the internet, so like literally everything is gonna become a joke at some point.
And everything.
So.
But segueing back into romance movies, I have a question.
Yeah.
How do we get to 9/11?
When was the last time y'all watched? When was the last time y'all watched a movie
and cried?
Yeah.
It wasn't romance.
I have to think because it's been years because I'm such a fucking man.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh my God.
Okay, no, deadass. The Last Jedi.
Wow.
The last.
I can see that, but
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
I know the last thing I cried at show-wise, I cried at the season finale of The Office like a month ago.
Oh, deadass, me too. But that was like years ago.
Let me think about movie though. I'll have to think about it.
I cried during Coco.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never
I cried
seen
in
it.
Coco.
Is it hard?
Coco was really good.
Yeah.
I cried during the Muppets 2012. This is not a joke, guys. It's a fucking amazing.
Oh wait, no.
Jason Segel, just fucking performance of his life.
It was.
Oh my-
He sung if he was a man or a Muppet. Spoiler alert. He decides that he's a man.
Damn.
Oh,
I
damn.
know.
Wow.
Sad.
Can't believe
I would have
you
guessed
did
he's a
that.
Muppet. Have you seen his face?
He kind of looks like a Muppet.
Wow, we're flaming him.
Anyone and anything.
He's the best character in How I Met Your Mother, though.
Oh my god, I did not like that show.
I did not like that show.
Oh, that show was so bad.
I liked like the first 5 or 6 seasons. Then after that, Ted becomes too annoying.
My question is, that's like a lot of seasons.
You saw 6 seasons too much, is what I'm thinking.
But yeah.
No, I mean,
Same.
okay. My big thing with the show is that like it's mostly good, but then the series finale is one of the most trash finales that I've ever seen like on television. It just it literally does away with like literally seasons worth of character development to go with like an original ending that the creators had like planned for a long time. But still, it just like I feel like they could have rewrote it to be a lot more in line with like how the show actually developed rather than like the original ending that the creators had envisioned for it. So I don't know. I don't think it was like a bad I think as far as sitcoms go, it's probably one of the better ones, but I don't know. It's very bingeable. So I think that I feel like that also kind of affects my viewing of it because I saw it all on Netflix. So I think that's different if you like I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about this. Like, do you guys think that you guys have a different perspective on a show if like you've only seen it like through Netflix versus like versus like watching it as it airs? Because I know with like Lost and like Game of Thrones and stuff. Like, I'm one of those people that like loves to go on Reddit and like see all those theories and like see what like people like had to say or like what were the best lines of that episode or whatever.
100% agree with the fact that binging a show makes you appreciate it
right, but like I think
less because for me it's like the in between time between the show. Like if you're into it, you like want it that much more in each episode, no matter how good or bad it is. Like you want it, it's at least you're already placed it on a certain level of a pedestal in your mind. Like I binge watch like Black Mirror and stuff, and that's a good show. I can only imagine it's oh my god, wait till next week's episode. And I'm talking classmates, co-workers, and it's lit as fuck.
Right.
I remember
Participation.
Yeah. In middle school, what was it? In middle school, I remember watching Smallville with like my dad and my brother, and that show is not good. But it was like so hyped, like oh my god, next week's episode, nothing's gonna happen because it's like some bullshit show. But oh my god, hype as fuck.
Yep. Yeah. I had the same thing with One Tree Hill.
I feel like
I remembered a movie that I cried at last. It was La La Land. That shit had me fucked up. Yes, dude. Can I spoil it? Can I spoil it?
Nope.
It's been a year.
It's been a year. I love that movie.
The movie
basically the ending. it basically the ending is very like unexpected and it's sad, and that's what made me tear up.
It's a gut punch.
Wait, I think it's like super expected. But
okay, I'm back.
What?
I think I saved myself like 10 seconds.
How unexpected?
It's kind of expected. I thought.
It's
I
like
it wasn't bad.
Moment. Want it to happen.
It's kind of like the whole 500 Days of Summer ending. It's like they're bad for they were good for each other, and that was like
I never watched that.
The thing about that movie was a lot of it was like pretty, but that end scene was better than the rest of the movie. That's how I felt.
Honestly, I'm like not big on musicals, but I actually really enjoyed the songs.
How are you gonna say you're not big on musicals when you know for a fact you watch a Hollywood movie all your life?
Get his ass. Get his ass.
All right, Bollywood movies.
Blame them.
I don't really like. To be honest, I haven't really seen a Bollywood movie in a long time. But I guess kids. When I growing up, I guess I watched a lot of them, and I did like some of the songs from those. But like, I meant like American musicals. I don't. I think some of them can be really cheesy. So I can't really get over that fact.
Bollywood's not cheesy.
Well, Bollywood is like inherently cheesy, so it's like it's different.
It's part of the charm. Is Bollywood is like I remember like. It took until like the mid 2000s for like a guy and a woman to kiss on in a Bollywood movie.
I remember when this is gonna be non-relatable for like a lot of you guys, but there's a great Bollywood movie. One of my favorite ones ever is 3 Idiots, which even if you guys like have never seen a Bollywood movie, I would highly recommend it. It's like very emotional and it's very funny too. It's about these 3 friends in college basically, and like how they get through it. Yeah, but at the end of it, he kisses the girl, and I remember seeing that with my parents. I was like, "Oh my god, this is so awkward," because like kissing is not a thing in Bollywood yet, which is weird considering it's like they have like gigantic dance scenes with like the guy and the girl, but like they just never kiss. I don't know. There's like weird cultural stigmas still against it,
Yeah, everyone in India is a virgin from.
Yeah, as far as they know.
I know I'm a virgin still.
Yeah, me too. Well, actually, it did just turn like New Year's, so we all have our virginities back.
Is that how that works?
Is that how it works every year? What?
Yeah.
I thought it was after a year. If you hadn't gotten laid, then it resets.
That's so bullshit.
No. New Year's Eve.
Sex.
New Year's Eve. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna be a virgin. I'm gonna be a virgin in 2 months. Is what you're telling me? I'm so fucked, dude.
Damn.
You've got a girlfriend.
You expose yourself.
Your body count's always 0, man.
Okay, if you guys say so.
Speaking of romantic movies, I just saw Call Me by Your Name, and that was actually really good. It was like very surprisingly emotional, which I didn't really expect to relate to at all, but the setting of that movie is really awesome. It's set in like Italy in like the late 80s, and it's very chill. Like everyone's just like chilling, riding bikes everywhere, and I'm like, wow, watching that movie the whole time, I was just like, yeah, I could see myself living like this. Pretty dope. Also Sufjan Stevens does the soundtrack, and it's really good.
Yeah, I heard that.
Wait, for what? For what?
Call Me by Your Name.
I'll catch it on Fire Stick.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Hollywood Screeners. If y'all don't know about that, you guys should get on that. Because like basically what happens is that all those the Academy people, they get the DVDs of like movies that are in theaters, and then people leak them out, so you can watch like basically like any movie that's like kind of nominated for an Oscar, you can kind of end up finding online. And most of them have already been released this year. So if you guys I was planning on watching Shape of Water tomorrow. So yeah,
solid.
Last topic on romantic movies. There were like 2 anime ones that came out like last year. Your Name.
Your Name, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, I think that was the last movie I like teared up at. Didn't cry.
I think I teared up at that too.
Yeah.
That shit was so good.
Your Name and fuck, I'm looking it up right now. Oh my god. A Silent Voice.
I don't know about that.
What?
A Silent Voice is one about a deaf girl being bullied. It's another anime.
I heard about that. I heard it's very sad.
It's like right under Your Name, in my opinion, but they're both like amazing.
Your Name is so good though.
My friend keeps telling me to check it out because he's like a super weeb, and I was like, I don't want to watch this shit.
That's the thing. Super weebs ruin it for everyone because you're like, I can't trust this unless your other weeb opinion.
Yeah, and that's why I haven't watched it. I was like,
Yeah,
you need a
I got
normie.
friends who are
You need a normie to
wild
refer it to you.
Right. As a certified normie, when it comes to anime, I would recommend it.
I think that's a catch-22. I think if you know the normie and weeb, you're not a normie anymore.
Let me put it this way: I prefer dubbed anime to subbed. So
You a normie.
I mean,
You are a certified normie.
I don't know, man. I haven't. To be honest, I don't think I've really seen that much anime besides like the really let me think. I saw like the training part of Naruto, like the one where Gaara was fighting Rock Lee. That moment is pretty epic, actually. I'm not gonna lie, but I haven't seen the rest of Naruto. I've seen like a lot of Dragon Ball Z, and I've been catching up on Super. And then I've also seen One Punch Man season 1. So I think it's like all the anime I've seen. But I get like references and stuff from being online. But One Punch Man was actually really awesome.
Yeah, I love
Hell
that.
yeah.
I will say
Punch Man was great.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is one.
Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
I saw the original one like forever ago. That was.
It was weird. The original one was weird, but the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is like
so good.
hands down.
That's one of the best.
I feel like watching the original one and then watching Brotherhood like works so well together.
I haven't seen any of this.
Since we're talking about brotherhood, can we talk about the dog and the girl, please?
Nope. No. People have seen it. People have not seen it, so I'm not for them. For those
Okay,
people.
but
How
all
people
I gotta
have seen
say
it? All that shit's
is,
been out for
I
like
probably
7
will
years.
never see it, so I don't.
What? Jesus, how you gonna watch it?
all I gotta say is it's really sad.
Fact.
Also, Jesus, have you? Oh, never mind. I'm using. But I'm gonna say, our next topic, talking about romance, sex dolls.
Oh god,
Sex
Oh god.
bots.
that's a
And-
really
okay,
topic.
so
Like, that's
I
happening
just-
tonight.
Put
I
my
just
order in.
looked
Yeah, I
at the
already
group
bought
chat.
mine, so
Wait, would you say, John?
I already bought mine.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Is it
Well,
coming?
what are you gonna do with Vicky? What's Vicky gonna do?
She's gonna chill, dude. She's gonna clean it up whenever he's done with her.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Goddamn,
I mean,
2 day
fuck
shipping.
Watch it.
There you go.
Watch it in warm water.
I thought you just
That's
said
honestly
2D
so gross.
shipping, and I was like, oh, like 2D titties.
Like
No.
real
Go back to
talk.
Uber.
Like if like you're fucking lonely and like you can't get laid, would you buy?
I think sex dolls are like 10 out of 10 great because it's like 3 different categories. It's like, first of all, dudes who will never get laid and just have resigned themselves to that and are probably like misogynists at heart. Boom, there you go. It's like an advanced fleshlight. And the second thing, I said 3 things. I think it's 2. And the second thing is, honestly, if you're just a guy trying to like meet women, it would technically be a ton easier because half the dudes are home just like banging it out with them like fully batteries.
All right. What's the third point?
Okay.
I also feel like I also feel like it could help you like build your stamina, right? Like let's say that you come really
Oh my
fast.
God.
You
Oh, yeah.
can
I feel like
fucking
there's-
practice on the fucking doll.
This is assuming that the doll feels like a girl, which I don't know. It might.
Isn't that the whole
I don't
point?
I don't
Pussy in
think
plastic, dude. Pussy in plastic. They're the same tree, baby.
Shit.
I guess.
Silicon base, bro. Silicon base. It's what
My thing is, if I were, first of all, my policy with like any like sex related toy is that like I would never buy one for myself, but I would use it if I was gifted one.
Yeah. It's
So-
only
useful.
No,
Wait, but who's ever gonna give you?
No,
wait,
I don't-
Is that like when you buy a game of Steam but gift it to yourself? Is that what you mean?
no, I mean like if I got one as like a gag or something, I don't know, but.
man.
So you
Yeah.
want
Expensive gag, dude.
Man, I don't know, but I guess I don't know. I guess I just wouldn't buy one. But anyways,
so
You
want
would
a
never buy
BDSM
one, but you would use it.
You want a BDSM gagged sex doll for Christmas?
I guess I would try one, but I wouldn't buy one. I don't
I
know.
got you, dog.
But-
I got
but-
you.
Yo, but wait.
How do you
But
try
someone-
one?
He,
How do you try one? And
I don't know, man.
We're not kink shaming you here, bro. Like,
Nah.
it's fine.
No,
I
I mean,
got one more question. It's like a doll.
Nah, I'm with you. Yeah,
Gag
like
reflex?
if they gift it to me,
wait, what was your question, Emmett?
It's a doll. How would it have a gag reflex? There's no gag
It
involved.
doesn't, bro. You go to town. Downtown.
I don't know. Maybe it's no.
my thing is, I don't want to connect it to the internet at all. Because-
But how sick would it be? How sick would it be if like a bunch of porn stars had like voice packs that you could download? So like, what's
No.
About that.
No, 'cause-
no, please God, no.
Because then there's gonna be like fucking loot boxes for like fucking sex dolls. So it's gonna be like,
so cool.
No, it's gonna be like pay $2.99 to like open the vagina or some shit. And I'm not about that at all, dog.
Just don't buy a sex doll from EA, dude. And straight.
And the worst thing is, I don't know, man. It's gonna be like connected to like Alexa, and like it's gonna be like, hey, like you haven't like bought like lube for your doll. Do you want me to purchase it for you? And then like your mom's gonna walk in and hear that shit or something like that, you know? Or like I don't know, man. It's just the idea of it. Like I feel like that could get like Black Mirror real quick. It's just
how would that?
I feel like you're touching on a very important topic there. If you buy a sex doll, you probably still live with your mom. So yeah.
This is a big fact. So where do I hide the sex doll, guys? Where do I hide it?
That's another good point, because it's like, you know what's fucking hilarious actually is that sorry to interrupt you, but there's a Broad City episode where they think they see this guy like killing a woman, and then they get to his house and like they sneak into his house to confront him, but it's actually like a sex doll that he's throwing away.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. It's just like, yeah, but I don't know where would you hide it? Because like, imagine if you went into like, your friend's closet and like there's like a fucking sex doll in there, like.
Dude, I'd be like, hey, bro, how much are you charging for me to rent that hoe?
God.
What if you have a girl though? Is that considered cheating? Like if you have a girl and
I think if there's like voice packs, it's cheating.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. Because it's like
personality there.
No, it's like an advanced level of watching porn, essentially. So if your girl's not cool with you watching porn, I guess she probably wouldn't be cool with you fucking sex doll. But I guess if
that's like an order of magnitude.
What if there's voice packs and like she sounds like your ex, and then your girl's like,
oh my god,
now we're getting into sketchy territory.
Imagine making your own voice packs for it.
Oh god,
dude, you can hear yourself come. That would be so sick.
Dude, I'm just gonna set it to like Steve Buscemi or some shit.
Oh, getting like Mr. T or someone like held off. Dude, what if there's an Arnold Schwarzenegger? Bro?
Yeah, I just want my doll to have like the Forrest Whitaker act.
Dude, it's just gonna be like Hulk Hogan's voice. It's gonna be like, "Fuck me, brother." Like,
God.
Jesus, we have to edit that, Javi. Jesus.
Dude, I was vaping and I had myself muted. I unmuted myself so you guys could hear me laugh.
Now we have to edit you saying you vaped because you're just gonna.
Yeah, edit that out. I don't want to embarrass myself.
Cut the tape.
But anyway, but speaking of those sex dolls, right? They're making them in like IG models, or was that just a gag? Was that just like a?
That was just a joke, I think.
Or are they actually making them?
But that's actually going to be our podcast. What do you call it? Our thumbnail.
That's how we're gonna make it. That's how we're gonna fund it.
Because that's a fucking only 3 shades. That's kind of.
Exactly
there isn't a black one. What the fuck?
Fenty wouldn't do that.
Well, only
do that.
only light skin sex dolls. That N27.
Only light skin girls.
No, but you guys are joking. But I think they legit make like fleshlights that are shaped in like the shape of porn stars. Like I think that's a thing.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Oh, it is.
That is definitely a thing. I know because I have one. Not.
It's
wait.
Hold up.
I'm confused. What do you mean?
Natural progression.
How is the flashlight shaped like the?
Like they get a mold of like Asacure or somebody's.
Okay. They get a mold.
What do you think he meant?
And I'm like, just like, where's the rest of the porn?
Where's the rest of the porn
site
star?
right now they have Madison Ivy.
You can get the.
They have Stoya.
Wait, are you looking at the website?
Yeah, I am.
I'm saying so excitingly. Hell yeah! What do you mean?
Dylan Harper, Riley Reid. Ooh, that's for
Oh,
me.
that's.
Yo, Riley Reid dropped the hard R, I think.
Did she?
Oh, she canceled.
Canceled.
No, she didn't drop the hard R.
Like stupid shit. She made that rap song where she said the N word like 20 times, bro.
Yeah, that's Logan Paul. Like just dropped
Logan Paul did that song.
No, she's the one who looks like a child.
To be fair though, I'm not looking for our porn stars to be social, you know.
You're right. You're right.
Facts.
I mean, I still bleed my meat to her, dude. I don't care if that makes me racist.
I don't think we were there yet.
That was.
I mean,
Did they make money off of it?
Yesterday.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
I'd imagine. It's
Yesterday.
like buying a jersey for a sports team.
Oh god.
Oh no, but like,
Okay, like jersey sales and it's like fucking vagina sales. Like, oh man, it's a top earner right here.
John,
That's a lot to handle. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, who's the Steph Curry of vagina mold? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Who's the Steph Curry? I feel like Steph Curry would like kill himself for being involved in this.
Yo, you know how quickly a flashlight mold will come out?
Oh man,
dude, I would buy 17 just so I can sell them at a higher market price.
There's gonna be a resale market for shit. Oh man. Dude, wait, hold on.
I feel like resale is a strong word for flashlights.
Dead stock.
Yeah.
It's like a whole black market for like fake vaginas.
Okay, but just to change the topic real quick, who here has actually used a flashlight?
A flashlight? Never. A flashlight? No.
I've had 2 in my life so far. I'm only 20.
Wait.
What?
That you've used?
For real?
Yeah, I bought one, and then like you're supposed to wash it after every time, and like after
Oh my god.
Okay, so after my 7th time of I was like, dude, I'm lazy. I'm not doing this anymore. So I used it like a good 4 more times after, and then it started smelling hella bad.
Oh my god, dude!
I threw it out, and I was like, dude, I'm done with this, dude. And then the same thing happened to the second one. I stopped washing after like the 12th time, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna die.
Yo, my organs are just like refracted into my body hearing.
It's so gross, dude. So has anyone else here used a flashlight besides me?
No, holy shit.
No.
I mean, good on you for letting your fans know. I respect that.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at Higashi. First I is an X.
Yeah.
What you think about flashlights?
Do you guys think that Johnny Sins has like do you guys think Johnny Sins has a his dick? And
who's that?
They sell that? Like, cause we're talking about female ones. They definitely have male ones too, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
they have like they have like kits that you could do that for yourself.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
You can get a dildo of your own dick.
Oh, dude.
Friend did it for his girlfriend, long distance.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
That's so tight.
Brendan, shout out.
That's actually going to be the new way of sliding into deep. Just your mold.
I feel like there's a step missing there.
When they get mine. He's like, oh, what is this? A pencil? Oh no, it's a fucking dick.
Why does it curve like that, girl? Just
Dude, legit, I do have a curve, so that's weird that you said that.
I feel like that's pretty normal for.
Yeah, but isn't it like? I'm pretty sure there's like some statistic out there that like says it's like
what's
at least like half of guys or something. Curves? I don't know, man. I don't put a fucking. What else we do use to measure angles?
Wait, hold on. Speaking of that, somebody I saw on the TL, I think Nigel was talking about it, and he posted this website where you click on your kind of penis. So he's like, since you're not sending me new dick pics, I'll just describe the penis for me. And it was like you can click on however your penis looks, and it was like veiny, hairy, curved. It was fucking weird.
What in the world?
So you're saying I'm gonna have to scroll through pictures of other dudes' penises to describe my own?
Well, it's no. It's drawn. It's drawn.
It's pastime.
I think I'm gonna just like peruse a thesaurus and have a better vocabulary and call it
a day.
Dude, all I gotta say is I got that banana cock. Because that bitch curves hella hard.
That's
right.
Is that what they mean when they say pulling up with them dicks?
Yeah, you pull up with the banana and you're like, this is what my dick looks like. Oh. And then...
Honestly, though, where the fuck did that phrase come from? Because
Doug,
no, I know it came from Young Thug, but like, who's the first person to like be like, "Yo, I'm gonna call these fucking machine guns dicks"? Like,
bro, it's the silencer. That's what they call it. They call it silencers dicks. Wait, what? I thought that was the balls because you know how they have those round drums that have
those aren't silencers. Those aren't silencers.
What I mean is the clip, they call it the banana clip, right? So
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Oh, I get it. Dicks. All right.
Yeah.
Funny joke.
Yeah, dicks.
Okay, I found the website called dickcode.net.
I want to half of these links we're posting are like going to be incognito searches.
Code.net.
Dude, I'm never even talking about this, dude. No one else is on my shit, so I don't care.
No, the moment I die.
Risky.
The moment I die and someone needs to like figure out like what was my password to like cryptocurrencies or like Facebook to like let my friends know I'm dead, and they like peruse across.
I was tweeting about that last night.
Oh yeah, you were. That should be your next topic. Currently, I'm looking at dick.
You're just looking at dicks.
What kind of dick do you have?
Dude, I'm filling it out right now.
It even gives you like shades too.
Oh yeah, dude, this is cool as hell.
I'm about to like actively look down at my own like double check.
You'll whip it out for this,
dude. I know what mine looks like by memory. I don't have to do that such shit and look at my own dick. What am I gay?
So is this a gay? This is looking at your own dick.
Y'all got dicks attached to your body? Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me. Whose man's is this?
This feels like the BuzzFeed surveys of dicks.
Dude, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, I'm doing it too.
Hey, can we all post our penises after this?
Wait, what is this website?
It's on the.
Hold up. How do you incognito on a fucking?
Oh,
I don't think I've ever measured like the
shout out Nigel at Young Snooze Button.
I love Nigel. We hung out at Gov Ball. He's really cool.
Yeah, I'm sure about
wait, you get to pick how you come?
Wait.
Oh, what?
Too much more.
Dude, hell yeah.
Are we gonna cut this or like is this all?
No, this isn't a podcast, baby.
Yeah.
Depending on how sus it sounds, like 2 days later.
There's nothing else about talking about dicks, dude.
I don't know my circumference. I think.
Yeah. Have you guys measured yourselves in both the circumference and the?
I've never done circumference. I just kind of eyeballed it because I got a thick cock.
Damn. You were just talking about pencil shit. Hold up.
Jesus, Javi, these cops.
I was joking.
Sure you were.
I was. Just memeing around, dude.
Classic. I feel like this is gonna be a lot of our time, but I am very interested.
Yeah, we're
About
actually
dicks? About dicks, you interested?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I introduced this topic into the podcast. I'm sorry.
It's still pretty funny.
I don't know how far I can shoot my load though.
No, I know how far mine goes.
I think it really depends on like, because if I'm like blue balled, I'm like moonshotting.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
We're moving on. Hold on.
Yeah. Next topic, but don't forget to post your results on
the group chat.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I do it? How do I do the results? Is it your dick code is?
I think so.
Probably.
One of these shows like this guy ejaculating like dust.
That's not okay. That's very not.
Yeah,
okay.
that happens to me like once a month.
Is this guy just like aerating? Like he just like
all right, guys, you guys can all look at my weenie now.
All right.
Nah, I'm not.
Yeah, we need to like.
What are the times, dude?
Not.
Like 1 times, 2 times, 3 times.
I don't get that.
I think
but
that's how many little spurts of cum you have.
All right.
5.
You guys just really have to look at my girth and my length. You'll pretty much know what my dick looks like. Oh yeah, and the veins. Don't forget those. Those are important too.
To all the podcast listeners, everyone's individual dick will be posted in the podcast.
I didn't agree to that shit.
Yeah, we all agreed prior, so I'm sorry, dude. Your dick's getting out there, baby boy.
I mean, it's not out of lack of confidence, just in case you guys are wondering.
What's the?
Oh, I'm gonna look at John's right now. I'm gonna look at his 2-inch.
I mean,
of course, John's is the shade all the way on the left. Of course.
Fucking
John, you and me have the same bend. That's crazy.
That's
like, and we have the same head.
That's like
balls.
Okay, you know what?
It's a little wider though, but yours is
this
the
has
same.
gotten like instantly. I like how there was like Eskimo brothers, and now this is just like
we're just being hella gay now.
Next,
just gonna be hella gay.
Yeah, this is just like
the hella gay podcast. Welcome everyone.
Okay, we should move on to another topic.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. All right.
So
vagina.
we're gonna talk about.
We're
gonna talk about what happens if you fucking die. Like,
oh yeah.
What?
Not like afterlife, like your own personal like life, your logins.
Like, I tweeted out the other night. I tweeted out like last night, and I was like, "Yo, shit! What happens? Like, if I just died tonight, how would any of my Twitter friends know? Like, no one knows my shit. No one knows. Like,
I actually have a good answer for this. So my girlfriend knows my password to my Twitter and a bunch of other accounts. So I told her if I ever die, and we're still together, to just like tweet out like, "Hey, Lamau guys, guess what happened to Javier? He got hit by a bus." All right, that's all I had to say. I hope everyone else has a great day, but I know Javier's not.
Oh shit.
So yeah, she knows my password.
I think I got to tell my sister or someone so they could have those on deck.
Yo, but I don't trust nobody like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have them like log into my account or anything, but I think I have enough friends from like various social media networks and stuff that they would. Actually, I have some local friends that follow my Twitter, so I think they'd probably alert people. I should talk to my friend about this. But you're probably gonna think I'm like wild suicidal, but
yeah. Oh yeah. Like Carlos in the fucking chat was like, "Yo, you know you can talk to like any of us at any time if you need it, right?" I was like, "I'm not like depressed tonight. Don't worry." Normally I am, but this was just like a.
I'm not sad. I just watch Black Mirror and I want to prepare myself.
Yeah, it's definitely something that if you don't have it connected with any of like your local friends or whatever, like when you sign up and it tells you, "Hey, the person that you know is on Twitter." So if you don't have it like that and it's completely anonymous, then yeah, definitely. And
I have like one of my friends. The thing is, like, even if they like at me in their like, "Oh, rest in peace to Emmett at Soviet Kodiak," like, what are the odds you guys are gonna have that come up on your fucking TL?
It's gonna get a lot of favorites. And it'll be like, like whenever you tweets and they have a lot of likes, it's gonna be that. Like, it's gonna be like, "R.I.P. We missed you, buddy."
Yo, to be fair, if I died, that tweet's getting like 4 likes total.
I'm not gonna lie, but that's exactly what happened to mine, dude.
Wait, can we make a pact here, like a tweet deck for when we die to yeah, dude. Can we do that?
Dude, I'm sad because I'm in the same boat as Emmett. I'm gonna have 2 likes and 1 retweet. That one retweet's gonna be my girlfriend, and one of the likes is gonna be my girlfriend. The other likes is gonna be her roommate.
Oh my god!
Damn, bro, her roommate can't even retweet.
Yeah,
and the other guy want to hit with the retweet. The other like's gonna be the dudes on the waiting, right?
Damn.
Nah, I'm fucking with you, homie.
That would be, bro. I'm gonna go see what my girl's doing right now, real quick. I'll be right back.
He about to walk into a sex doll.
Yeah, you see.
Yo, his girl's got one.
I'm gonna walk into exactly. I'm gonna walk into my girl using this big fucking sex doll. It's like a huge fucking dude that's like ripped. I'm gonna be like, "Who the fuck is that?" Like, "Honey, don't worry about it. It's just John." I'm like, "Who the fuck is John?"
He's my coworker.
Oh nah! If you name your sex doll, that's definitely cheating.
Oh hell yeah, dude. She's all like, "Fucking John," and I'm like, "Who the fuck's John?" And she's like, "No, baby, no." And then I beat the shit out of the doll.
Javier, your girlfriend's fucking John.
Yeah.
John. Yeah. Does that mean that Javier's girlfriend's a furry?
It's like that. Emmett was kicked from the podcast. That was pretty funny. But you're a hoe for that, Emmett.
Yeah.
You're a hoe.
All I know is if any of you guys die, like even if you guys were assholes, I'd be like, they fucking were amazing and they were fucking.
I won't say that in like measures. If y'all are like dig something like damn, it's unfortunate. If y'all are like I don't know, known for like arguably like waiting to get girls drunk and then hit them up, yo.
He was alright. I guess.
You know what? He was an okay guy. Even though there were some occasions where I was like, he's okay.
He did live. That's retweet that part.
Right. I don't know that. I seen like how we're talking about how the internet will make a thing. Like I feel like if you're a dick, the internet will roast you after you die. Like that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That will totally be a thing.
I think the big shift was Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
The day he died, it wasn't even like pretend anymore.
Yo, for real.
Old ass dick.
Yo, I actually told my friends that at my funeral, like I want them to do a roast of me. Like
that sounds fun.
That would be like they'd be like talk about all the stories like me and just have a fucking good time because that's what I want.
I can see that being fun in theory, and I could like imagine like my mom in the back of my funeral furious. This is like such a dumb idea.
Dude, and I can also imagine like being in heaven and be like, "Yo, dude, I told you that shit in confidence." Be telling all my friends and family about that one time I had a finger in my ass.
I mean, I would go to the best place someday.
You gotta like haunt him with like the roast hair. Be like, boy. What was I gonna say? Oh, speaking of people who like died, that porn star that died,
August Ames.
August Ames, yo, people are posting video links the same day.
Damn.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, dude. Literally no respect whatsoever.
Okay, I have something really
Ain't no
fucked up
rest
to
for the
say.
wicked.
It's not fucked up, but like, okay, you guys know how there was a porn account added to the DM yesterday?
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. No, we're not gonna talk anymore about that. But basically, I went on that bitch, right? And I went to the porn stars tab, and August Ames was like the top one. And I was like, dude, there's only one reason for that, bro.
No, she was popular beforehand.
Yeah, but like, it's just because like all the dudes went over like, you know what? I'm gonna give you this upvote. Rest in peace, baby. Let me beat my beat now.
No, you know how you like spill some fucking beer or alcohol, for a deceased person?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me
just like, you know what, August, this is for you, baby.
let me
One
rub one
last
up.
upvote.
Let
One
me rub
last
one up for the
nut.
homie.
One last nut. That's what it is.
Triple nut salute.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
We're all going to jail.
Yeah. This is not okay. Holy shit.
Would you guys survive in jail?
No.
Yeah.
Look,
I
man,
would
if I have
murder
to
someone the
be-
first day and then be fine.
if I have to
think-
become someone's bitch, I'll become someone's bitch. That's all I'm saying.
I think realistically, I'm like too woke for jail. Like I would say, like you can't be.
Stop the revolution.
I would be like saying some like, hey, I'd be like interrupting language. I'm like, you can't say that shit. That's like you can't say the R word. That's like ableist. And again, my ass beating. That'd be it. That'd be it.
Or you could go super woke in jail and just be like, yo, government conspiracies, and like start like just saying like because that happens in jail too. Like people like they get put onto like these weird like kind of like I know a lot of people convert to like Islam in jail, but it's not like real Islam. It's like a weird like the J electronic version of Islam. It's really strange. Like,
5%ers. Like
5%ers, exactly. Yeah. That's like very popular in jail, but I don't know. I feel like if I got into jail, like I don't know how many brown people there are in jail, but I can't imagine there's too many. So I feel like I'd probably just like align with like Mexicans or something and like pretend to be one. Like I don't know.
Yo,
I would join the Mexican gang. Like,
Oh, it's sorry.
what I would-
Just to clarify, I don't think that there's a lot of. That was actually very problematic of me to say.
There's Mexican gangs. Let's not pretend. I would think my cousins were in them.
like
Yeah, so-
do you guys watch Shameless?
Yes.
So you see where that little
You're right
fat kid goes to jail, and his mom's like, "Fuck, he's gonna get fucked in there," and like she tattoos a swastika on his forehead, just so like he can be protected
Fuck.
by the Aryan Brotherhood.
Dude, that's a lit episode of a show.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I've only seen the first couple seasons, so I don't know. But yeah, it's a good show.
That's really great early seasons, then it just falls off.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
'Cause they all get annoying.
I think, man.
Like, you know how everybody works out in jail
Yeah,
without protein or pre-workout, man? Like, how?
right.
I mean, I don't.
Well, what else are they
Like
doing?
that's what you're concerned about. Like, how
No, dude, they get both of those things from commissary, bro. It just costs hella money.
That's how you
3
treat
people a day just to get some fucking pre-workout, G.
You trade cigarettes for it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't know. I feel like people would turn pre-workout into like some crazy jail drug. Like you know how that
Like,
it's like jail cocaine.
shit. What's like toilet wine called? There's a name for it.
Oh, I know what you mean.
That's like
Right.
Pruno?
Fringe.
Pruno.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Bruno, yeah.
Pruno.
Bruno Mars,
Bruno.
With a P as in Pruno, as in Patrick.
like prune juice.
Yep. So it's prison wine Pruno.
Oh.
I thought it was called like San something.
It has
Man.
ketchup in it.
Santeria? No.
There's ketchup in it?
Santeria.
I don't practice Santeria, sorry, bro.
Oh, that's
I don't got no crystal ball.
Oh, they use like target everyone. Yeah.
No, I really don't fuck with that, because
That's just fucked up.
fuck with that.
Wait,
Because,
fuck
like,
with what?
Santeria, like, I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in ghosts, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I don't believe in ghosts. But
100%.
yeah, I don't believe in ghosts, but I'm not looking for problems either.
Yeah, I'm not trying to anger ghosts, but like, nah.
Nope.
Like,
Stories
good
from like
ghosts,
my
no
grandparents.
worries.
Nope.
Yeah, no,
I don't.
I 100% believe in ghosts. Mostly because of like old stories. Well, like something that happened to me too when I was younger.
Yeah.
Did you get like beat up by a ghost or some shit?
Okay, so you guys know the story of like La Llorona?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so it's basically this this woman in Mexico, and she what does she do? She like drowns her babies, right?
Yeah, she drowns her babies
yeah,
in the river.
Yeah, she accidentally drowns her babies in the river. So like she's like going around looking for her kids.
Yeah, so she's like always like crying for her
Yeah, you
kids.
hear her crying and shit.
I thought you meant like
Yeah,
she
so,
murdered
like-
her kids. I was like, God.
Yeah, no,
I think
but
she
so
accidentally murdered them.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did
but,
like spite her husband, and now she's like regretting murdering her kids. So her ghost is like always crying for her children.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is. So when I was in Mexico, it was just me and my sister in the house from the ground up, from like some Mexican revolutionist or something, like some pueblito, like some little town, like a fucking ranch out there.
Sure.
And
I'm with you.
and no, I'm just watching TV, and it's like those
You lost me.
old TVs that you had to like tune it with like the knobs.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I'm just
It's a good
watching
knob.
TV, and then like it just starts staticking, like just a little bit of static, like a little bit of snow, and then just slowly it just gets louder and louder, and there's more snow until eventually it like kind of just gets so loud, and then it just shuts off, and I hear like some girl crying.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I never wanted to be in that house ever again.
That's wild.
Yeah, and I was the only one that saw it.
Yeah,
Since,
I've
like,
heard a
my
bunch of
sister
stories
was-
like that. Like, yeah, I don't fuck with that because crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially over there in Mexico.
Like, I don't know. Well, I don't know why they're more haunted over there.
They're like in
I feel
tune
like-
with the spirits or something. It's,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
the furthest thing
I
from
remember-
Mexico, so
I remember once though when I was little here. I think I was feeling very sick and like did what's called a limpia on me.
Mhm.
But it's usually like with an egg, so they rub the egg all over you, and it's supposed to like
oh my god,
yeah.
yeah, dude, that shit's fucking haunted. Okay,
and it's supposed to take out all the like the evil spirit in you, right? And then you crack the egg, and the yolk is black, right?
Yeah,
And the yolk is super black.
yeah.
And then and it's okay, and I start feeling better, and then like I start feeling bad again, and like for some reason,
Or like,
I
I
find
don't
it
like,
so is that my grandpa like was like, we need a black chicken, and so he found a black chicken and he fucking rubbed the black chicken all over my body. And like, and then like the fucking chicken died. Like after that,
Holy
I was like, oh, fuck this.
I
now you're
mean,
screwed.
damn.
holy shit.
I was gonna make like a black cock joke, but no.
That's really interesting though, because like in Pakistan they have this like concept of like the evil eye that like someone can like it comes like out of jealousy, and like someone get a jinn, which is like the equivalent of like a genie kind of to like haunt you. So I've heard of like people like I've never seen this for myself personally, but like I've had people tell me that like they know someone that like got like possessed by one or something. But I guess that's like the same thing as if you like believe in ghosts, kind of. Though I will say, near my old school, they used to have this hospital that was like, it used to be like an old mental hospital from like the 1950s, and I guess there was like a lot of like abuse and stuff, so they shut it down. And they say that like when you go in there, like you can like hear people screaming, and there's like blood on the walls and stuff like that. And yeah, I would never go in there myself. That seems like some type of like white people shit in like a haunted movie type
White
of
people
thing.
shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Say, like, I'm white as fuck, and like we have no culture, so I don't know about all that. But
We have culture. It's just been like taken over by Nazis.
yeah, you're right.
I feel like culture. I mean, it stems from like. I mean, yeah, American culture is definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
If you reflect like your other country cultures, like
right. Well, I mean, people say like Americans don't really have that much, but like if you think about it, America's there's really not been like that much compared to like other countries that have been there for thousands of years. You know, the culture it builds up. You know, and I think there's still distinctly American things. You know, like
Red Sox
I don't
at
know.
parties. Like,
What'd you say?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh no, like
And hamburgers and hot dogs and baseball and I
Yeah,
don't know.
baseball and like the old timey American is like definitely American culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking like ghost story shit. Like, there's no American ghost stories.
nah, we have cryptids.
I'm sure colonial shit it had a lot of ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
they
but that
did,
comes
but
off
it was
as
just like we're drinking like dirty water.
Yeah, like there's that season of American Horror Story where it was like an actual thing too. It was like that lady who owned slaves and she
Oh no, yeah, Roanoke. Shit.
not even Roanoke, but there's another one. There's some old lady. She had slaves and she would like torture them and like do all this. Yeah, I was in Coven. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
but
Nancy Bates was like the slave owner, and then she'd do like
and that's a real thing too. So
yeah.
I don't know. So I guess there's kind of like American ghosts and stuff too.
American culture is owning slaves.
Yeah, exactly.
The way I see it is, I don't fuck with any of that ghost spiritual shit, but I give it the respect that it like
deserves. That's what I'm there for.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I feel like that way you don't get into any of that weird shit, and like you stay relatively out of trouble if such things exist, because it's like I don't fuck with you, but
But we cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that. That way, like, if a ghost comes, it's like, hey, man, I haven't been talking shit. I'm, like, just trying to eat breakfast and I'm bound. And it's like, all right, I respect it.
Yep. and we definitely have that concept of the evil eye in Mexico, too, for sure.
Yeah, it's really interesting to me how, like, some things like that can be, like, really universal.
Yeah, I think, like, as a baby, they put, like, a red, like, ribbon on you. Like, a red to ward that off.
Yeah, honestly, half the stuff a lot of cultures do to like protect children, I feel like half of them almost kill the child, and the other half are like.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
One of them was, I'm looking up right now.
Like, I mean, you think about a circumcision, like that's pretty damaging actually to a kid. And the fact that it's so common, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, bro, I know. What was it? I know a lot of parents give their children or the newborns like raw honey.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's actually good for you though.
Really?
Not as a baby.
Yeah, as a baby you can't like process that.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's like
that could kill your child.
Yeah. So yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be like if you gave it to little kids, it helps them like develop immunity.
Maybe little kids, but not like a baby infant.
Yeah, like baby or like infants can't eat like honey. There's like a list of stuff that you can't give.
Honey is like a huge like an increased risk for botulism for like babies and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Botulism, like Botox botulism.
I think Botox mainly because of the bacterium from botulism. But yeah, botulism is the one from like raw honey for babies and like dented cans, the bacteria that like kills you.
Yeah.
You all know about that, right? The dented cans.
What cans?
Dented ones, like ones that get like fucked up, like.
Oh yeah. That's why they have those things on them.
Well, yeah, I feel like many of my college friends were actively eating dented canned food. They got on a discount, and I'm like, y'all are just rushing to kill yourself.
To be fair, have you been in college? It's all a rush to kill yourself.
Pretty much.
Love it.
All right.
Eric, well,
that's all right. Next topic.
Sure.
Well, what else were we talking about?
I feel like that's going to be like a subject to a lot of editing.
Yeah, that's all right.
Nah, it's fine. Oh, we were gonna talk those fucking shoes. The DBZ shoes. I did. Fuck.
Or more just like fashion and stuff. Right?
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, bringing Fubu back.
Yeah, Fubu's back.
South Pole.
Yeah.
I will say, I feel like I was totally out of the loop, and I was like, so give me like a second. When I was like 11, so this would have been like holy shit, like 2002, 2004, something like that. And I remember my mom buying shit from my TJ Maxx, dressing me and my brother in it. And then I realize now, but not back then, why are so many like white kids having an issue with me and my brother in our Echo jackets?
Echo was.
I thought Echo was cool, but I don't know. Maybe it wasn't.
It was definitely black as fuck, and I did not know that.
Oh, me neither. That was the thing.
Yep.
Like it was definitely black, and like I was, and also the polos. Like that, I feel like that was more of like a black thing too, and I feel like I was trying to emulate that, and You know what's really white though is the Abercrombie and like those type of things. Those got really popular in high school. Yeah,
Aeropostale was white girl central.
Abercrombie was just expensive. I remember like, oh, my friends have Abercrombie. I'm like, this is pricey. I'm like a poor person of color.
Right.
And the quality was so garbage.
Right.
Yeah, it really was thin as fuck.
And I used to have a horrible sense of style back when I was a teenager.
So
I don't even want to.
It was cool back then, but looking back, I was like, why the fuck was I wearing that?
That should be
I used to have like long tees, like tall tees.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I used to have like filas, the high top filas.
Oh man!
With the starched up jeans.
I think a special episode we had to have is us friending each other on Facebook and then roasting all our high school photos.
Oh god! No man!
I don't want to do that.
This is definitely going to be a future episode.
No, because I'm pretty sure I have some like MySpace cringe photos with like the picnic editing and stuff. Oh god.
Dude,
I wouldn't have up without you guys seeing all my bullshit. Like,
I'm glad my MySpace is fucking dead.
Yeah, same.
I never had one, and I'm so proud. I'm a lot younger than some of you, though.
Yo, MySpace used to have the DMs before they were DMs, and they were wild.
I remember that.
Before thirst traps, there was PC for PC. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the thing about MySpace is that everything was like all the graphic design was 10 times worse. So like you'd have to like go onto some random girl's page, and it would literally be like the most compared to like how like pages are nowadays, like they just look like absolutely terrible. Like they'd just be like random glittery things everywhere, and like everyone would have like their own type of mouse avatar thing. Like I remember mine was like Sonic, and if you right clicked it, it would like spin. So I thought it was pretty ballin' back in the day. Like I know everyone had like these like MySpace codes. Like people were like low key like web developers.
Yeah, people who mastered MySpace in the prime are definitely like computer like scientists now.
Probably, yeah, dude.
Yeah, because you have to do all that HTML and shit, like to make your profile like with music and everything.
Yeah, dude, you gotta get like I had like Kanye on there way back.
And also the last song. Hold on.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I remember the last song I had on MySpace. It was that Rick Ross song, like back in like
Hustling.
I'm a Boss.
I'm a Boss. Yeah, that was
what a good
last.
Featuring Meek Mill.
Was it Meek Mill? Was Meek Mill on that?
Yeah, he was on one version of that. Might have been
that whole self-made album. That was so good. It was straight bangers throughout.
Rick Ross is underrated.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think
he's got low key like
I don't know. Where I grew up, everyone loved him. But
okay,
I think Rick Ross is a goat because he got called out.
Oh, true. Officer
like the prison guard, not the prisoner, and he just slid that shit right on the table, like
yeah, like a boss,
like a boss, exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm actually looking at my old pictures. Holy shit. 13, 14-year-old me would whoop my ass.
I think a strong point of my hitting my second stage of puberty. First stage of puberty was like in high school, voice cracked and had hair in my upper lip. Second stage of puberty was when my body caught up with the size of my head. I think I appreciate the second stage a lot more. The rest of I'm like symmetrical now, thankfully. And if I go my Facebook profile, click the first left to the oldest photo as my oldest profile. What the fuck was I doing?
I remember back then I was probably using like Moco de Gorilla for.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wow.
Well, your hair looking like a goddamn statue. It's like a glossy, frozen in time photo.
Oh god. Wow!
So many pictures
on stage.
Oh.
There's a picture of me playing a guitar that's not connected to anything. What the fuck was I doing?
Oh my god, I'm
gonna go look at my fucking Facebook. I don't want to watch it in a minute.
So I took this picture on my racer. No, not my racer. The sliding racer. What was it called?
The chocolate.
The chocolate.
Oh.
No, not the chocolate. Not the chocolate. It was like a razor, but it was you slide it up.
Yeah,
it was called the slider, wasn't it?
Bro, even my current
the sidekick
was mad fire.
It was a Motorola, but I forgot what it was called. But instead of like lit up.
Oh my god, I'm looking at my old Facebook photos. Y'all, if anyone listening to this, go to your Facebook photos and start clicking through the left on your profile pictures, and then
be ready to just
go
into hiding forever.
Just like time how long it takes until you officially like commit to kill yourself.
Well, I feel like this kind of depends on like how you were in high school versus how you are now. Like personally, I was pretty like the band kids and like AP kids, and I guess later throughout high school, like I started hanging out with like track kids. So I think my like sense of fashion kind of improved then. But like for the most part, middle school and high school, I was pretty nerdy. So I don't know. You guys might not have been.
I think I was just complete. I think what's the word is ugly.
What's the word? Ugly.
And
there is a distinctive line between when I was like, oh God, what is wrong with me? And like, oh, I'm an actual human. That's strange.
Yeah, I didn't get good looking until 2012. So pissed.
You know, that's actually probably around when I stopped being disgusting.
I was born in 91 though, so I was ugly until 21. Horrific.
Yeah. 2014 is the number. I'd say is the year for me. 2014, I stopped being a complete fucking slob.
2014, shit, I was a senior in college.
Oh damn! I was a freshman in high school.
Not senior, like I was a junior pretty much.
I am.
Let's forget.
Are we talking about that? Because then that might differ. When we grew up.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah, I'm a 98 baby. I'm a young.
Oh my god.
I'm tiny.
Yeah, I'm a 94. So.
Oh wait, but did you ever rock fat forms?
Me, no.
Oh, but do you know what those are?
Are those like the Osiris, like that bullshit?
No, it's
oh my god.
It was Russell Simmons.
I know the name. I don't remember what it is.
Nah, they were heat.
Yeah, dude, that was back when, like, I remember when skinny jeans first came out in high school, and I was like, these look ugly as fuck. But to be fair, at the time, like, the only people who were wearing skinny jeans were, like, the scene kids, and they're, like, really, like, skinny. And I was just, like, the whole time I was just thinking, like, damn, how do your balls fit in that? So I think they got a lot better, but, like, yeah, that was like, and also along with the other people who were wearing skinny jeans were the New Boys, and they had their like the jerk videos.
Oh, yo,
you remember those?
That was a fucking time.
What a banger!
What was that other song New Boys came out with like Ray J?
Oh,
thinking about like back then.
Yo, hold up. Just kind of a complete aside because I saw what someone put in the fucking GDM. They've got Shenron fucking EQTs, like the dragon from Dragon Ball Z.
What? Yeah,
that's gonna
I need that shit.
That one actually
so
looks
bad.
really
Is there a
good.
picture?
Yeah, it's like in the corner. Hold up. Should I post it in the Discord or how do you want to do this?
The
Discord.
Right.
Okay, no lie, the Shenron ones look like a watermelon.
They do, but like
I would 100. These are my favorite ones so far.
Yo, the Vegeta ones are fucking hard.
I was gonna talk about that whenever we brought it up. I found like a big picture of it. I sent one of Ra's tweets into the Discord, and it's like just a picture of that shit.
Oh, I see it. Honestly, there's none of them that I'm like 100% feeling, but I feel like the Shenron and the Goku, actually, and the Vegeta ones are alright too. The Vegeta ones are like a little too bulky for my taste, but
yeah.
Wait, but there's no like Ultra Boost or anything there. Maybe those haven't been released yet.
Yeah, they haven't been like they haven't talked about those yet.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because there's no NMDs. There's no.
Yeah,
so I feel like maybe the most hyped
like
ones.
Mr.
are
Satan
probably
and
not.
that shit.
Oh, all right.
Mr. Satan, Popo, them. Well,
Yeah, that's cool though. I mean, are you guys? Would you guys consider
what?
What?
Like sneakerheads? Like just
I wouldn't consider myself.
A little bit.
I know about shoes because you are posting the link. And that's
Exactly. I only have a pair of Adidas that are like nice. That's it.
like what type though?
I got like some AF ones. I've got some the Vans North Face collab. I got a pair of those.
Nice.
I have
Some nice
SB Dunks, about as fancy as
Damn, that's be done.
Z just comes in with the fucking. Oh, I got the Off-White fucking Vaporflies or Vapor Max.
My brother got the Vaporflies actually.
I tried to cop those so bad, dude. I literally took an L on every single pair.
Facts. Yo, those Jordans were nice.
Damn, they grew on me. Originally, I was like, this is some more Virgil Abloh bullshit. But then they kind of grew on me. I don't know. I just feel like Virgil overrated. Like, actually, you know what's fucking hilarious is that when he was doing the Watch the Throne tour, I like saw him like in the crowd, and there's like a picture of me in 12th grade, like looking geeky as fuck, like with Virgil Abloh. So I'll probably have to find that sometime. But honestly, I think his designs are like super overrated for the most part. Like the off-white shoes, there's like a couple of them that I really like, but overall, I don't know, man. Like it just seems like I get what he's trying to do with like the minimalistic stuff, but it to me it just seems it's a little bullshit.
Pretentious.
Exactly.
I think, to be totally honest, I'm 100% aware of this. I definitely don't know modern fashion by any means whatsoever.
I got a good grasp on it. It's still pretentious. Yo, that's honestly a lot to do. This is a personal bias of mine. Virgil Abloh went to RISD, and RISD's a bunch of pricks. Like the Rhode Island School of Design, they are extremely fucking there. It's ridiculous.
I mean, you gotta be to go to Rhode Island.
True. To go to an art school.
I'm in the New England area. Like I'm in Massachusetts, so I mean it's close. But like those guys are pricks. Literally, their hockey team mascot. I don't know if they have it. Is a giant dick. That's the fact. Yeah, look that shit up.
I'm gonna look this up.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Javier. By the way, he dipped half an hour ago.
I'll find the picture. Oh my god, it is legit dead ass a dick.
Yeah, no, you thought I was fucking around?
No, dude. Oh my god. I'll post the link.
Yeah, so anyone who's listening to that shit, that is a giant dick, and it is it's not a pretty one, like at all. Oh god,
it's like a dick with like
it's like orange and yellow.
That dick is AIDS, bro. That dick is AIDS.
Yep, that's some shit.
Wow.
Wait, who put the fucking dick emoji in? Like, how does that react to the fucking? Wait, Discord? I don't understand Discord. Oh god.
And this is bigger.
So how'd you get yours bigger? Oh god.
How did you get yours bigger? You want to rephrase that?
Nope.
All right. Well, anyways. So the other topic we had for tonight, because we didn't have a lot, was the best Mario game.
Oh, I have strong opinions about this.
I have very strong opinions about this.
I don't care all too much. I definitely have an answer.
I have zero opinions. Y'all take it away, please.
Can I go first? Because I just want to say that it's 64 because that's the last one I've played.
Nah, that is a wrong opinion right there.
It's very wrong.
I said what I said.
It's still wrong.
I'm telling you, you're wrong. So.
Educate me.
All right.
It's Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
Hold up. Let's let everyone at least say what they think first before we start roasting each other for this shit.
My thing, 64. That's the only one I've played.
All right, Elias?
I think, are we talking about 3D or all Mario?
All Marios.
I thought it was just 3D.
Okay, I thought we were talking about 3Ds, so.
Yeah.
Okay,
what's your favorite 3D and what's your favorite 2D? How about that?
World is my favorite 2D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Odyssey is my favorite 3D.
Okay.
Odyssey is very good. I finally got to play it. I'm so hyped.
It's amazing. I'll talk about it in a little bit.
Can I amend my shit to say Mario Party? That's fine.
I don't know if we're counting those Mario games.
I wouldn't count it.
They're good, but like
64 still. All
right. John, what are your favorites?
For 3D, I'd say Sunshine.
Okay.
And if Paper Mario counts for 2D.
Okay. Underrated, but yes.
Yeah. Big fact.
The first Paper Mario or the
1000-Year Door? That's easily my favorite 2D.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say Super Mario Bros. 3, like
go ahead.
Way back, Super Mario 3.
Yes, that would also be my 2D pick. Is Super Mario Bros. 3. The Tanuki suit is like the best Mario upgrade ever. I don't even care.
That's a frog suit. Yo,
the frog suit was underrated too.
Yeah,
the giant boot.
Really good.
Giant boot.
Yeah. Giant Boo level is such a classic level because like literally it was only in like one level of the game, but it is literally like one of the fun ones to play. But as far as 3D goes, I'm gonna say I haven't played Odyssey yet. Because I don't have a Switch, but I definitely do want to. Yeah. Only because I think that Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 are both 10 out of 10 games, and y'all should play them if you haven't.
I never played 2, but I played the shit out of 1.
Galaxy 2 would be my second 3D pick. So
what's your first?
My 3D pick is definitely the.
Oh right.
Yeah. My 3D pick is Sunshine by far. Like Odyssey's great. Sunshine was like my fucking childhood.
Did you play Galaxy?
Yeah, I did. I was older. Galaxy was good. Sunshine was just like that shit stuck with me.
All right. I don't know, man. I just thought like the movement and like the level design of Galaxy is just so creative.
It's just so good. You know, it's one of those things.
Right.
I played all the ones we've talked about. It's just Sunshine.
Yeah.
Just takes the fucking cake.
Right. I don't know, man. It's just like
it's like weird for me because Sunshine's like my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah. Like I like Mario 64 has aged kind of bad, but I'd still rather go back and play 64.
I had 64 for I had the remake for DS, and you could play as like Yoshi and Wario, and I thought that was actually pretty fun. Even though it was pretty much a clone of the original game with updated graphics. But what was I going to say? Oh, I did have I had Super Mario World for 3DS. To be honest, I didn't really think much of it. I thought it was pretty short for a Mario game, and like even though the 3D stuff was cool, it didn't really like hook me on like some of the other games.
Was that like the original? Like not original. Was that like that wasn't a remake, right? That was like a
no. It was an original for 3DS because it time to use the 3D one. I don't know, man. I just thought it was like really short. It just didn't really like. I don't know. I feel like the other compared to other Mario games, it just didn't have that like feel of like epicness to it, which I feel like Super Mario Galaxy really did. Like I just love you know what I think is underrated about Mario is that all the docking kind of like the levels that aren't levels, they're all really fun to play. Like I know in Galaxy you had the spaceship you could fly around, and then obviously Super Mario 64 you had the castle. I've heard Odysseys is like really fun too. I feel like Nintendo like that's not something like a lot of game designers would like put a lot of thought into, but like Nintendo just like I don't know they have that constant level of quality to them, which is something I really appreciate. Yeah. But I feel like when it comes to 2D ones, I feel like most people will say either World or SMB3, which I feel like that really just depends. Like, because obviously World like introduced Yoshi. Well, it did, right? Am I lying?
I think it
yeah. Did. So obviously that's like very like important to like the whole Mario franchise or whatever. But then I don't know, man. So 3. I don't know. 3 just has this like level of nostalgia for me because I think that was like one of the first games I played on Game Boy Advance. So it was like the remake of it. So I think that's like really how I was like introduced to Mario. Which again, I think that's really gonna also affect your opinion. It's like how much of those games did you actually play and like what was like your level of nostalgia associated with them?
Yeah, I was gonna like add to that because that's exactly why Mario World is my favorite.
Right.
It's just that like Odyssey kind of blew me away. Like I loved Galaxy, and that Galaxy 2 would have been my favorite, but like Odyssey really just like it was nostalgic, it was new, it did like so much.
Right. I don't know. It seems like honestly though, I don't know. I can't justify a Switch purchase to myself yet. I just like because so far there's really only like 2 or 3 games on it that I would really like seriously play. So unless like some more come out. But now I've seen a lot more people get it, so I think it's like getting to that point where I'm close enough. Like maybe I don't know, maybe when my tax return comes, because I was planning on getting a PS4 Pro because a lot of the exclusives next year look really appealing, and I want something that I can play in like 4K for like my TV. But at the same time, a Switch is like really appealing, so that's gonna be like a tough decision to make.
Yeah, can't really help there.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Those Luigi's Mansion count as a Mario game?
Yeah.
Technically, no.
Really good game. That is a really good game.
Mario has had a lot of good spin-offs for a franchise.
Yeah.
Truth.
Which I feel like that's underrated in itself because you got what they did to Sonic. Like,
hate crime.
Yeah.
Sonic.
Even though Sonic Mania Game of the Year last year, but like literally one really good game out of like 20 years worth of bullshit. Like, not a good track record.
You sure about that?
Oh man.
I don't know, man. Like, what other good Sonic games within the last decade can you really say?
Sonic Adventure 2.
I guess, yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Really, I'm just fucking around. That game isn't really that good.
I would like to.
I liked it.
Like from Sonic 4 to Sonic Mania, I didn't like anything. Oh, the
Sonic
racing
4
game was alright.
When did Sonic Colors come out? When was that?
I think it was pretty
Years
recent.
ago?
It was recent? Okay.
It was not. It was either early last year or it was the year before. I think.
Yeah. Sonic for Xbox, classic, obviously. 10 out of
Favorite
10.
game of the decade or of last decade.
Sonic for Xbox.
Not to mention,
Sonic 06.
Oh, which one's that Sonic game where like he kisses a human at the end?
Sonic 06.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with humans and like.
Or Shadow the Hedgehog, aka
Oh man,
Sonic with guns.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
You mean Shadow?
Shadow
Yeah.
the Hedgehog. Sorry, yeah.
I got that for
man.
Christmas one year.
Yo, Shadow says "damn" in like the first 30 seconds of that game, and
I thought it was
Wow.
like the most edgiest shit ever.
it
hell yeah.
still might be the edgiest shit ever.
It's pretty. That whole game was pretty much edge. Like, there's really like the most unnecessary kind of. Like, it kind of reminded me of like how Marvel in like the '90s, like basically to like appeal to like the whole Marvel just had like a very distinct style in the '90s where everything was edgy. So like the X-Men and everything, like they had like all these like giant like.
Oh, is that when House of M happened?
It was actually like before. That was like House of M was actually like kind of like a start of a revival of Marvel, but before then, like literally everyone had like giant guns and like everyone was. That's when like Deadpool was like became a thing, and basically they just tried to like capitalize off of that whole movement, and it kind of almost ruined the company. That's like when they went bankrupt, and then they sold all their movie rights. So it's actually kind of interesting in retrospect, but yeah, that shit almost ruined the company, which is I don't know. So,
tragedy.
yeah, a little bit. All right. Is there anything
So
else?
yeah,
That's it, I think.
cool.
All right.
That was certainly the end of our list of topics. All right. So in kind of a spin-off of what we normally do, so for the outro today, obviously this has been the Gamers and Wings podcast. I've been your host, or I wasn't your host for the beginning, but I'm your host again now because I normally do it. So okay, whatever. So instead of doing the normal wings, because Mango Habanero Gang, that shit ain't changing. So we also figured that everyone would, name, and then since we're Gamers and Wings and we've done wings 3 times in a row like idiots, we should also do some favorite games. We're thinking racing game.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
that's a thought real quick, all right?
I got it.
Okay.
So-
hold on.
My name is Emmett. My @ is Soviet Kodiak. That's on Twitter. That's on Instagram. And fuck it, I'm sure you'll be able to find me somehow. And my favorite racing game of all time might just be Mario Kart Double Dash.
All right. Solid.
Wait, you can have an.
I don't play a lot of
You
Mario.
can have an honorable mention too.
Oh, fuck. Oh shit, I don't play a lot of racing games. This is fucking Mario Kart 8. No, I'm just
Oh
fucking.
my god.
All right.
Of course.
I don't play racing games. I don't know. No. Formula 1 2001 for the PS2. That's my honorable mention.
Okay.
Okay.
Never heard of it, but
It was good shit. Shout out to Michael Schumacher. That's a dumb reference. Don't.
It's unfortunate what happened to him.
All right.
I'll go, and since I haven't done my favorite wing flavor, just Etch Cafe on Twitter.
Not etch a sketch.
Endorse my skills on LinkedIn. Actually, yeah, endorse my skills on LinkedIn. played.
More important than the Twitter follow.
Yeah. My favorite Wingstop flavor is Cajun.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Okay.
I
And
love
one way.
Yep. And favorite racing games? Ridge Racer 64. Just because it's the last one I ever played that was like really fun.
Oh fuck! Does XXX Tricky count as a racing game?
No. Okay, of course.
All right.
Anyway, that's mine. And I guess Gran Turismo, like for the PS3. Honorable mention. That's pretty cool. That was good.
Yeah.
Solid.
Elias here. I'm not gonna say my hat. I think my favorite racing game, since someone already said Mario,
Sorry.
I would say Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I'll just say, what's the Sonic one? Like Sonic Transformed Racing?
Oh yeah.
Sonic
That one was really good.
I'll just say that one for right now.
All right.
I'm Saad, obviously. My at is Saad is happy on Twitter. Find me there, interact with me. My top choice would be Burnout 3 Takedown. Very classic game. The crash mode is absolutely amazing. And then my second choice would be Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah, Underground was very nostalgic for me.
Okay, apparently I've played more racing games than I thought I did. Need Speed was so good.
Yeah, we probably should have given you guys some prep on that question, but it's whatever.
Yeah, that's whatever. All right, and then John?
Yeah, I'm John at JT the Brick. My favorite racing game since I took Burnout, I'd say Need for Speed Most Wanted. Like
It's not like you can't have the same favorite.
Right. But Most Wanted was actually really good too.
And then for honorable mention, I'd say Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed. That was my,
Ooh.
I put hours upon hours in that shit. That was my first PC racing game.
Solid. Z, what you got?
I'm gonna say
I got.
honorable mention to start is gonna be Crash Team Racing. Definitely a preferred one over the Mario Kart series.
Hot take.
Yep. And after that, I want to say probably my favorite racing game was Burnout Revenge.
Oh,
Because,
another good one.
That was like that. The like slime mechanics. If they had combined the Burnout Revenge slime mechanics plus the Need for Speed like cop chase mechanics.
That was my favorite part of the Need for Speed series, the cop chases. Oh.
Yeah. That's my favorite part about Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, can I? Another honorable mention for me, just real quick before you go. Burnout Paradise is underrated as hell.
I thought someone said that one already, but Burnout Paradise is my favorite. From the series.
The fucking
like 3 different Burnouts now.
it's just a good series.
Series, yeah. I'm not complaining. They were good.
Amazing.
All right. So that's been Gamers and Wings, boys and girls. Hit us up. We're on SoundCloud right now. We're working on moving to like iTunes or YouTube or something. We'll keep you updated. Follow us on Twitter, because we made a Twitter now, at Gamers and Wings. No spaces, no underscores, no none of that shit. Straightforward, Gamers and Wings. Hit us up there, and you'll have all the updates you need about where to find our discordant discourse that we record in Discord. See y'all next time.
Peace.